Flash Wolves tend to rely on having Hanabi on attack, something that can survive the laning phase. And I think that with his sustain, with his ability to silence...
Flash Wolves not going to go through with that dive, but Twosen's deciding, all right, it's time to make a move happen here into the bottom lane. Betty's going to be the target as the paranoia goes through. Damage coming down. Tries to flash himself away, but the Ignite is going to be on him. Stand United keeps Betty alive, but they'll still find a different kill instead. It's first blood over to Kuro.
And that was a read that beats the Cho'Gath in the one-on-one.
I think, though, that as the game progresses, Akali will have...
The first time they took to the world stage.
And now it's three-man middle plus Shelly. That means turret number 1 goes the way of a freak
of Flash Wolves, but I don't know if they're going to be able to defend this tower as Kuro makes his way there.
Twosen with the Ghost wanting to catch up, see if maybe he can slow something.
And this is how you mitigate their playmaking potential. When we saw them play up against, when it was G2 versus Flash Wolves and they were dealing with this split push, when they were
replicate and implement successfully.
And we've heard a lot about how even trying to force a fight in this kind of a situation, when all these globals can then just collapse upon you.
A little bit of damage though, nothing too over extreme. Tier 2, one more shot will do it. Does get taken down. Twosen, though, but not much more. Afrika still hanging around here in the mid lane. Flash Wolves looking to collapse now onto Keen. Heroic entrance going to come in to keep him alive. And the entrance is heroic indeed, but not enough. Maple's able to find the kill on the Keen now, as Flash Wolves will look to go even further. They got to be careful, though. Kramer's able to put down so much firepower. Tahm Kench ultimate does come out, tries to gobble up that mid laner, keeping him safe, spitting him back over the wall. As now Hanabi's walking in front of everyone. He's a pretty big Cho'Gath, but he's still going to take a lot of damage from these guys. Spirit continuing to walk forward. Kramer providing the auto attacks there as well. TP coming in from the flash.
They didn't pull the trigger. They chose not to go for that engagement, and now it's Afrika going for the pin.
Chains and Corruption down on a Sword Art, who does get himself away. Nocturne ulti used, they're diving in, looking to make it happen. Here comes the heroic entrance. Keen's gonna be going now into the Shroud, getting himself away, gonna be gobbled up by Twosen. Because Flash Wolves still looking to make the fight potentially happen now. Mooj is gonna be taken very low, does go into the stasis, staying alive only for a moment. Kramer grabbing the kill onto him, as now the Cho'Gath likely gonna be killed here next. Maple goes stasis too, but it's already a double kill over the Afrika Freaks AD carry. Ladies and gentlemen, there go the kills we're talking about. Afrika pick up 3.
And finally, we see what happens if you force versus a 1-3-1 and you don't have control over the area where you're fighting. They funnel into a choke point, and Afrika make them pay.
Huge team fight for Afrika. I thought it was going to end in disaster, but they execute beautifully. They secure an inhibit. Flowers, they might be looking to end.
Here we go. Towards the Nexus are the Afrika Freaks. Sword Art can't do anything about it. Kramer goes on a killing spree. 3 items on the Varus is enough for this team to push for the win. They're going to get themselves their second win of the group stage. They will tie themselves up with the Flash Wolves, and they will take that Nexus. And they got what they wanted from the draft, and for Fangvu Buffalo, it looks like the last pick is going to be LeBlanc, so that is support Poppy.
All right.
Probably wants to survive the start of this laning phase. Well, a Flash burnt on Zero.
Still seeing Perkz come up around on this when he wants to make the dive. Remember, Akali is so damn good at this thanks to the Shroud. Damage coming down there. Ignite going to be used. Perkz still going to be tanking some damage. The turret shot's going out there. First blood goes over to Perkz, but it will be a 1-for-1.
Exactly that, and PvP gain a Drake off the back, and now they're going for Kanan. No, I think he meant to do this. He definitely meant to do this. He did it from behind, so they still have a minion wave, and now if they want to, they can continue to pressure.
Job out lanes, group up, take down turrets. They then can do exactly what we saw out of the Afrika Freaks, set up the full core press, ward out jungles, be first to the play, and just clear out. They value the top lane turret, and they will be able to destroy that outer ring. How they can start pressing into the jungle.
I mean, Baron's not even alive yet. He's not alive for another 3 minutes. Shelly's already been taken. The top lane tier 1 doesn't mean a whole lot. Into the mid lane now, the fight's going to be breaking out. Palace absorbing the blows for now. Wadid having to flash himself away as the hammer's being spun. Wonder's going to get himself away from that one, but they still lose the tier. I'm glad we had that Acer Predator replay to show me exactly how Hjarnan died, because I did not see where he went down in that fight. Azero's going to be in some trouble now. Trying to get himself away from the collapse coming out from G2. Perkz blowing the flash. Now play. Jankos
can immediately convert this into a red buff steal once again, because look at the vision coming out to the bot side of the map.
Between, you have to play another 2 games after this.
And Shroud already popped. Means Perkz can't go in and keep himself safe if he wants to make that dive happen. He's got to back away. Fangvu recognized. They take down the tier 2. This is a 5 turret to 1 lead. This is 4,500 gold up. That will shrink a little bit now, going back down towards 4K with Wonder taking.
I always have more than what he is able to bring.
Oh, Hjarnan!
Now Hjarnan stunned up against the wall. I talked earlier about how you can't go near those walls against Poppy. Hjarnan's not getting himself out anytime soon. But now, can they get their jungler out of it? Doesn't look like it. Melioda's going to be dropped. It's
gold lead. And things are looking dire for G2.
Trying to make a play now onto that enemy support. Poppy good use of steadfast presence to stop Perkz there, slamming him back against the wall. The Fongbu Buffalo have to leave their support for dead, getting their jungler out of trouble, utilizing the
Go for their setup. When that vision is being laid out around an objective, they are sacrificing side lane farm on Wonder much more of let's invade the jungle, let's go for aggressive plays. Potentially Zeros in trouble.
Zeros already using the flash, trying to get away from Perkz' Akali. There's nobody around on Fongbu to keep him safe. And it looks like that summoner spell is going to be all for naught. Perkz just needs a little bit more to find him. Zeros tries to farm up a little bit at the end to make it work out, but it looks like it's going to be top laner for top laner. You kill ours, we'll kill yours. Pallet grabs the kill.
And again, PvP answer, but G2 can finally convert this into a tower and top lane control. We talked about how later into the game, if Zeros finds Akali in a side lane, this Akali will the fourth Drake in the game, going into their...
Ooh, potentially.
Nullface checking the brush. Gonna be hit by the Ignite there, trying to get himself away. Paranoia coming in. Damage goes through, but the Stasis is going to be keeping that mid laner alive for now. Yanko's trying to get himself away. Flashes over the wall. Going to be immediately picked up there by Zeros. Perkz could be in a lot of trouble now. Doesn't have the Shroud available. Trying to get himself away. Kama spinning, but PvP winning the fight. They're still trying to catch up on this one. Shroud comes back down. Perkz still going to be looking to get himself around this one. Trying to outplay. Buying as much time as possible. The champion is so invasive. And Big Koro goes in to find himself killed. A beautiful Stasis from Perkz. And G2 have the outplay.
And G2 into another fight.
Saying, all right, it's time to go. Pallet's going to be knocking away one of the G2 members, turning this into his one side of a fight as they can. They're able to find themselves the Baron, but at what cost? G2 looking to move in, clean these guys up if they can. It's going to be Null dropping now to Jankos, who's able to find himself that kill. Pallet falls to Hjarnan. Perkz looking to get himself away from Zeros, but the fight has already been won by the side of G2 Esports. A double kill over the AD carry. Perkz still trying to stay alive, not going to do it this time. Shock Blast finds its mark through the smoke, but Zeros will not escape. The Guardian Angel will do nothing but buy a couple of extra seconds. And although Baron goes the way of Fongbu, it only not afraid of anything. He knows how safe he is in that Shroud, as Zeros is going to be caught out, having to flash away now. G2 utilizing the ultimate there on the A. Rooted up and shot down. Good damage coming out from Big Koro.
Big Koro just styles on Wonder there. Gets the ultimate out. They're not done.
Not done yet. Perkz trying to make it happen, but he's slammed out of the Shroud, and that could be huge.
Perkz!
Kill onto Null and getting himself away, though. Shock Blast blocked up by Hjarnan. G2 trying to get the remaining members away. They've still managed to somehow find a kill. They're up 5-4. They're going for the Infernal Drake.
Perkz is a monster as he drags G2 through what was a devastating early game. The Infernal Drake has now been started off. Meliodas, level 16, doesn't want to give it up.
But look at Zeros right now. Doesn't want to fight. The fight starts.
Woods into the back line. Wonder's trying to go in there without the ultimate. Big Koro's already going to be taken down. G2 maintains control of the area along with a gifted overkill from the side of Fongbu.
Oh, Zeros!
Everything's
Look at Zeros!
coming up for the side of G2 right now, but Zeros is in the enemy base with the creep wave, trying to make sure he gets something onto this enemy tier 3 turret. It's going to be taken very low, but not taken down. Zeros trying to back away, but he's going to be stopped. He'll try to fight up against Wonder, even if he drops him. It's only a Guardian Angel that he'll be able to proc today. Perkz goes right back in, finds some more damage, finds a killing spree, and finds that enemy mid lane.
And you can, and G2 are the kind of team that hate to be disrespected. They look to fight, and now Pallet may be caught out.
Pallet taking so much damage from Perkz.
Unfortunately, in these fights, they have not been able to translate that into winning fights. But now, the Elder Drake is going to be secured by G2. The Baron has been started off. Will we see a steal attempt from Jankos? It looks like he's nowhere near.
Fongbu know they have to go after the Baron right now because their opponents were already taking the Elder Drake. It's going to be uber buff. Both sides disengaging. Nobody dead just yet. Perkz are going to cut someone off in the enemy jungle. Maybe find a straggler backing alone. Won't do it. But it is going to be mid lane priority maintained by G2, and they'll take the turret.
And I like the decision from G2, largely because they're 4 members here to at the very least gain a bit of control back over the map.
They go! Here comes your attack! It's going to be G2 looking to go in. Paranoia comes out within the front line, going to be soaking up all the damage. But Null's able to grab the kill onto him. Perkz not into the fight now, into the back line, making his job happen with that smoke. Can it get anybody out? Wonder's able to find the killing spree onto that enemy support. Zeros goes into the Guardian Angel. Resurrection comes up, and he's got 4 dudes just waiting to beat him right back down.
To trade. It was only a 2-for-1, not a decisive fight for either team. Can G2 get to the Elder Drake in time?
Perkz is already setting off from the Baron pit, going towards that Elder Drake pit, wanting to stop this. It is taken by the side of
Look at the TP, though.
Critically, G2 wants to stop them here, see if maybe they can find some kind of a punish
He's
for
fast.
this. Wonder's moving in, and that man is faster than a bat out of hell. And Koro is going to be sent there on an express ticket. Resurrection coming out for two different players, but it's one that's going to be dropping immediately thereafter. Guardian Angel down, 80 carry down for 60 seconds.
And all of a sudden, G2 have the map where they want it. Meliodas didn't show up. He's going to fall as well, maybe.
Meliodas does lose the Guardian Angel proc there. They say Wrath is a deadly sin, Venius. How about greed? Fongbu Buffalo lose their jungler, and now can they hold on any longer? It's G2 looking to make the dive happen. Palace the target next. Perkz wants to find him. When Did's got the credit, Daros can't stand any longer, and Perkz goes unstoppable.
And finally, G2 gets sick of the game. They say, we're going to end it. We're going aggressive. They win the team fight, and they continue to push into the base.
This should be the last push for G2. They'll even up the score against Fongbu Buffalo. They'll take sole possession of first place in the group. They're trying to end it now, and Fongbu Buffalo will have nothing left to say. 47 minutes in, G2 take the win.
Whoa!
No! It's the brand.
It's what?
Health damage, which does ridiculous amount of work as Hook goes wide.
Nice stun coming out, and here comes the kaboom from the AoE percentage health damage. TP gonna be showing up. It's both junglers as well. It's about to be a party. Perkz makes his way into the mix as now damage gonna be coming down now onto Mooj, and Perkz grabbing himself the first blooded as he gets taken down by Maple. Wonder's able to grab a kill for himself in return.
Oh.
Knocked up into the air, gobbled up by Tahm Kench. Wood doing a great job keeping Wonder.
Neutral objective with the passive, with the burn, will secure first dragon for G2, and they seem to have a much better grasp on this early game.
Make a play. It's Jankos and Wood coming down into the bottom lane. They've already popped the spell shield. That's how you do it before you use the Skarner ulti. You make sure she's not able to get away, you gobble her up, you spit her back out, and you collect your money.
Right of the brand, Hjarnan has actually died for it.
Muujin really wants to clean somebody up here, but instead, it's going to be the damage coming out from Hjarnan that nearly takes him out. Woodid's going to be cleaned up by Maple, making a double over to the mid laner from Flash Wolves, who manages to make that fight still work out. Perkz wants to get away onto the claw, does take it at the last second.
But Flash Wolves should be able to swap on the other side.
Hjarnan hangs out and grabs himself solo credit on that.
Wonder might be in some trouble here.
Gonna be going in, has the Righteous Glory to try to lock him down. Sword Art's not gonna find himself the death sentence. Nice three-man stun, but it's not nice enough. Jankos just interrupting a back here from Maple, who doesn't have a turret to get himself away on. Perkz has the damage. There's the electrocute.
That is a lot of CC.
That is how you chain CC against Akali. That is what G2 will need to do.
What it does do is make it so Hjarnan can walk up, throw 3 auto attacks. All right, only 2.
And whilst Hjarnan
It's going to be more move speed going to the side of the European team. As top lane, Perkz just keeps on clearing out the wave. Maple bottom side, one to collapse onto Wonder. Righteous Glory going through, another nice stun. Wonder looking to get himself away from this one, doing a good job dodging the skill shot. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Dashes away over to the Krugs. Maple still chasing after him, and he flashes to find the kill.
And this is another
Purchased for both the big carries on Flash Wolves, paying the Skarner tax. Jankos trying to come in from behind, gets himself the pull. They're able to find the damage, the collapse into Muujin. He didn't pay the tax.
They look for a flank. Tahm Kench ult.
Flash Wolves trying to get themselves rallied up into the same spot here, ready to fight. Perkz going to be taken down to half HP, goes into the ultimate. Sword Art going to be soaking a lot of damage. Now gets bursted down. Hjarnan's grabbing the kill onto him. Multiple members now going to be caught up in the Irelia ulti as Woodid's trying to get himself away. Perkz goes into the stasis. Hanabi in the front line. It's going to be a shutdown. Wonder grabbing the kill onto that enemy Akali. Muujin gets the kill onto Perkz as Hanabi's going to be chasing after. Righteous Glory will look to find the kill. Hjarnan wants to escape. He gets the stun into some damage, but Muujin's got the backup firepower, and the Decimate down enough at least to buy time for his team. But Flash Wolves, they're teleporting in their remaining member. They're making sure everybody's here. Jankos has Blast Cone. You steal this, you're a hero. He goes into the stasis to buy some time. They want to stop him. Jankos gets the Baron! And G2 move in, mop and bucket at the ready to clean up the Flash Wolves. Wonder's gonna be taken down though, and Flash Wolves could yet maybe turn the fight. Woodid's down to 1 hit, but after having lost the Baron, Flash Wolves have to make sure they don't lose the subsequent fight. Perkz wants to get himself away, takes the claw to make the escape. Maple still chasing after. Mugen looking to find the damage onto Wadid. One more hit to take him out, and he cleans up that kill as Hjarna's still trying to get himself away. There comes your vision plant to make sure they're able to find him in the brush. A double kill over to Mugen. This would have been fantastic for Flash Wolves, but Jankos, important primary initiator, because with all these QSSs, Jankos needs it to be procced first before he can make a valuable pull. Wonder's going to be taken low, Betty as well. Wonder falls first, Betty's still going to be kept alive. Jankos grabbing himself a pull onto Sword Art, but now Sword Art's having to get himself out. Perkz tries to make some kind of a move onto Mugen, instead going to be forced back. Maple wants to go in here on the Akali as Hanabi's going to be soaking the damage from 3. The man doesn't die! Wadid gobbles him up, spits him back down. He might finally fall here, but Maple's still able to find even more damage down now onto Perkz. Hjarna throwing out the flames, but they won't be enough. Flash Wolves has completely taken over the fight. Hjarna's trying to find himself a little bit more damage. Sword Art's able to grab the pull. He'll die for his sins there from the passive, but only Jankos remains. One lonely Scorpion behind enemy line. As Hanabi now tries to escape from the counterattack coming out from G2 there in the mid lane. Maple popping the QSS, giving himself in a decent spot, uses the stasis to continue doing so. Wadid tries to devour his teammate to safety. Wonder grabbing the kill now down onto Maple. G2 still buying as much time as possible. Betty looking to grab the damage down onto Hjarna, can't quite do it. Hjarna grabbing the kill onto Sword Art as Maple kites back. Wonder's grabbing the kill. That's Mugen down as Betty will now run, but he's running the wrong way. Jankos and Wonder and Perkz, everybody's coming to Betty Town. They may be uninvited guests, but they're gonna find their man, and Wonder's going on a kill.
Objective, 2 members heading there, but it looks like G2 have it in time.
So much damage from Brand and Irelia and Lissandra.
The jungle cutting off any form of retreat. It meant that Hanabi had to be too aware of where the Irelia was coming from.
Warmogs in inventory means that any of that damage that they do to him, unless he dies, will not.
As now they collapse onto Perkz.
That was a very short-lived Sion ulti. Not quite finding the mark he was looking for.
It's about to disappear. G2 will only break through the tier 2s. Ideally, they want to find a pick because Flash Wolves have demonstrated in the 5v5, their composition is just that much easier to execute. They have a front line that they can stand behind. They have a huge amount of stall with their mobility and the Akali as well. Now they're looking for a pick on a Perkz.
Seeing if maybe this is the pick that could buy them the time they need. Claw over the wall. Perkz going to be kept alive for now. Death sentence lives up to the name, or does it? Perkz staying alive with the ulti. Good use of the blast.
Force G2 away from the turret. Teleport coming in behind.
G2 saying, we're not trapped back here, you're trapped in between us, never mind, we're not gonna go through with that plan. Instead, it's Wonder on the front line as Hanabi pops the Righteous Glory. Fight's gonna be breaking out. Perkz goes into the back line, taken low, but gets the ult off before he's gonna be taken down. Betty staying alive in the back line now as well. Hanabi tanking up everyone as per usual. Maple trying to take down those damage dealers on the side of G2, but Hanabi's gonna be the first one to fall. Perkz may be next. It's gonna be the interrupt on Maple's ulti. He's still grabbing the kill for himself. Hanabi's raging Sion passive tries to chase down and grab another kill, but he will not find it. Wonder goes into resurrection mode as the Flash Wolves camp the body and prepare to take him down a second time.
And one more time they get Hanabi, but it just takes so long.
Because this time the team that has all of those elemental drakes will be grabbing the Elder Drake for themselves. Flash Wolves grab the Baron. They ping to rotate down to the Elder Drake, but I don't know if they'll make it in time. Elder at about 3,000 HP. Flash Wolves moving in. Elder at 1K. Taken out. But does G2 get away on this one? Sword Art wants to go for a hook. Wisely sidestep at the side of G2. Maple wants to come around from the side, but G2's already winning the fight. It's a TP coming in. Flash Wolf still looking to make something happen. Wadid goes over the wall. Blast cone for the chase. Wadid's going to be taken low. There comes your Weaver's wall over the edge. Hjarna's also nearly going to be bursted down. Seismic shove to take down that Kench. And now, Jankos is in the back, but he stands alone, flashing over the wall to try to stay alive as the turret falls too. Jankos tries to spritter his way away from this one, making a pull happen. It's Wonder back into the mix. They pull Maple to safety, and Flash Wolves look to disengage. Perkz still gonna be there on the chase as G2 is going all the way for this one. Hanabi's gonna try to buy some time, distract everyone else. Sword Art, low HP, vulnerable, slow, and Wonder says, you are mine. Still continuing after that chase, tries to get the damage with the Blade Surge, goes a little bit too far. There is your Gunblade trying to turn this fight around. Wonder's able to find one kill. Can he make it a 1v2? He does so much damage. He can't.
Shut down Flash Wolves now with the Baron of CJ.
Betty decides to let out that ultimate. They're looking to push down the tier 3. Good use of the Weaver's Wall to stop it. Flash Wolves may be looking to end the game if they win this fight. Wonder's going to be taken very low. Does get himself away. Hanabi on the front line absorbing the damage from everyone. Going to be stunned up, locked up, not taken down. Pulled to safety by the power of the Lantern. G2's not able to find themselves any kills. TP coming in from the side of G2. Hanabi pulled the safety.
Canceled.
TP's canceled. That means Betty's able to pull the trigger. They're going on to Wonder. If you can find him, it's going to be disaster for the Europeans. As now Wadid tries to get everyone else away to safety. Perks on the side. Yanko's going to be there as well. Death Sentence not finding anyone. Hanabi's still going to be controlling every single person he can find. Perk goes into the ultimate trying to keep himself alive. He's going to go down to Betty. Flash Wolves are winning the fight. Flash Wolves are wiping G2. Flash Wolves are going to take this game!
And if it couldn't get any closer, they catch out the top laner of G2. They wipe the floor. It is a clean ace, and they will push into the base.
Right into the turret goes the Scion. G2 may have beat them the first time, but Flash Wolf says, you aren't getting out of this group so easy. They're gonna find themselves a win. They'll smash down the Nexus turrets. They'll bash down the Nexus. And 43 minutes into this bloodbath, they'll take the win.
Freaks.
Ooh,
Hey!
it's Jax McKean.
We're going skill matchup, pastry time.
I love to see it here. I mean, again, when I first saw it in top lane,
They see a hook shot, they're going straight in. In fact, maybe they'll just YOLO this one.
stun lands. I think they're just waiting. They are going to get it. Spirit's going to follow. Beautifully set up. He flashes in. Make sure the Fear Tether is there. And that's first blood over to your Jax.
Very nice
Top
execution.
lane does make PvB move down towards this bottom half of the map, so they will take the first Drake of the game and pick up the Infernal for themselves. Matt will be coming
While
up
there's
next.
no item lead just yet, it's definitely on the horizon. It's a nice hook.
Yeah, really nice. Into the box there. The play is good, and that's an easy kill for Kramer. Featherstorm doesn't even
Zeros is there, but they should put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, does someone stick around? Kuro actually pops the ulti. That's going to be Zeros charging in. He's trying to lock up Spirit, but Kuro, he's in stasis. His
Chris
Tusa
here.
roaming up as well. He's going to get hooked up as Keen's also joined the fight. And I don't think they're quite tanky enough to Gallion. Not bad, grabs a 2-man knock, but the Featherstorm is good. Nol does pick up Kuro in the front side of the play, as Zeros is desperately trying to kill Spirit, but Spirit, he'll live for a little while longer. Nol grabs a double kill on the other side, as that's finally the kill. Stabilize the gold lane. In fact, Big Core, if he can finish his turret, will get a double TP from Fongbu Buffalo. Is going to mean Kramer's going to get dove without his ulti. Zeros going to charge in. You could have flashed that. Shut down by Zeros.
I'm loving this from PvB. So high tempo, using every trick in the book to find advantage. It's going to be a 2-turret lead. The crucial problem, though, is if Afreeca can ever regain vision, the Jax in the bot lane is going to get solo gold and solo farm.
It's a short-lived lead there, as Keen does answer the turret. Still up a few hundred. Blinking low health bars.
Face
Don't
check
quite slink away. That's bad news for Pallet. Goodbye, sir.
on the side of Pallet has now gone down a couple of times. They take the Drake here, and in all of the carnage, slight gold to side of Afreeca.
Response is correct, though, from PvB. Just straight down to the bot, out much else. Although Kramer getting damage on the mid turret could be a bit awkward. Nor, here to make sure the wave clear and the minions stay away. Well, they may be the slower team in their region.
In mid lane.
Certainly good at fighting, as Kramer going to get knocked back in. Pallet set it up beautifully. Here's Galio trapped into the cage. See you later. Side here, and they will be able to pick up the objective.
And this is the one time Jax come to go. No coincidence when the Mountain Drake they can make accountable can PvB as the Jax do split push and now walks up as here we go.
Yeah, Spirit back down to the bot side. This is real unfair. Good flash, but good follow there from Keen. This
He's
needs
the
one
buff
more
man.
auto.
Short work of this turret now. Noah's already used his ultimate. They're trying to spread PvP, trying to pincer Fongfu Buffalo from every direction as Keen just wants to zone them from the turret.
Some zoning Beyblade action there for Jax, and that's the mid outer turret.
The objectives you're willing to give up are at any moment. The Baron never one to allow. The third Mountain Drake doesn't feel good.
And for a squad that was potentially looking like, never mind, we'll talk about that in a second, because that's another hook on a Pallet. Gonna charge it over the other side and try and pick somebody off. Cremo is gonna get low. They actually dove on Azaris and killed him pretty quickly as Kuro trying to zone his way out of there. Into stasis, now gonna take the Lantern out of there. No funny business happens in the Baron pit. But Afreeca, they win a quick fight and they take a very quick Baron.
Gonna have to watch the replay to fully illustrate what happened there, but the
Now he's
chunk
got a Baron buff to make things even easier. 2 quick hits to the turret, and that takes it down. Big Koro and 2 more are going to try and come through. That's actually a 4-man. King going to try and get out of there. He's just buying what time he can. He's going to get a 2-man stand. He's buying enough time for his teammates. Tootson chucks in the Lantern. He pops a stopwatch. I think he's going to make it out safely. Rides it out, but gets taunted as Kramer takes out Zeros, who dove in valiantly. finally to try and finish off the game. But Big Koro is dead to Kuro. Kuro's going to get the next core and grab himself a double kill. And it's going to be clean-up city for Afreeca Freecs Keen. He took one death, but that's enough to grant Afreeca Freecs the game.
It's the Keen that we respect so much. The champ is dead. Long live the champ. Able to take down the enemy team. The cleanup crew is here, and this will be the victory for Afreeca Freecs.
Toosling going to force another flash as Afreeca Freecs take down yet another Nexus. That moves itself to 3-2, still in control of their own destiny. And looks like Pallet will revisit the Gragas support once again here.
Bold after the last game.
See if he can look to make some improvements.
And Shuhao's trying to punish Maple before he even has Shroud.
Yeah, here's the Camille Gate that we expected. Maple is going to take a lot of damage, and he's dead. That's first blood.
That cam on the mid lane.
If you want to see a Genki topside, though, here's Maple and Mugen versus Zeros, who has no flash. He's going to get flashed on, and Maple picks up a needed counter kill.
Really important that
he's going to blink first. It is Mugen, but here's Shuhao right behind. Hook shots in, gets a stun, flashes for it, and that's Mugen taking a little too much damage. No flash, that means no hope.
Side there. Shuhao's here, and so far where he's gone, good things have happened.
Practical sweep. Looks for Betty, doesn't quite find the angle, but here comes Null. Betty is going to spell shield that knockup critically, as the body slam does find two. Sword out low, though. That's another kill. Big Koro this time, the big winner in the play.
Bold play, but the back definitely hitting the maximum a few times in a row. Mugen's here, though, for the counter game. Pallet.
No ulti. That's going to be a flash taunt there for Sword Art, and he's going to get run down by the Olaf in Ragnarok.
Taunt flash missed, but no problem in that regard. What about a secondary kill, though? It's level 5 here, and here comes Hanabi.
He's got flash, but he's got no ulti. 1v4 under his own turret. Big Koro not getting out of that one. Betty gets the kill.
This time the Galio ult not there. Hanabi has to flash away from the final touch. Will signal the Galio walking towards.
There he is.
The Camille.
Betty, oh, barely gonna miss the stun, but the ult from Camille still good. That's a body slam into the killer instinct of Betty. Gonna get shredded down. He does die, but it's a little late as Suhao will have to give his life. Big Koro, though, does get a kill on the way out to his death. As now Zeros TPing back down to the bot side. Gonna try and get something happen. Mugen gets knocked back. The chains are good. The shutdown gold there for the Aatrox. And now Maple maybe gonna get dove under the turret. World-Ender still ticking away. But Zeros has to back off as the ulti kicks off.
And the timing is so key. Look at Hanabi's teleport about 20 seconds away as the fight started. 3-man unit, but all melee champions. They don't want to be too crazy here.
Maple trying to make a play. Has perfect execution number 2. Up and ready to go. Flash, execute, gets it, and rides all. Putting more priority on this Rift Herald here, especially with first start still up. Sword Art going to get knocked around into the house. And does put up the Spirit's Refuge, but Zeros here to clean up the kill. It is Camille.
They got a kill, and they're on the Rift Herald. That is a trio of big objectives for the side of PvP.
You have to assume that Herald likely leading to a second turret as well. So this gold lead actually building very substantially for PvP. As it stands now, they're 2,500 gold ahead. Mugen does get the Cloud Drake for his team, so that's the consolation prize for Flash Rolls, but Maple gonna have to try and make yet another play. Here he is, Big Koro. Gets that Gunblade shot down. Oh my goodness, the chunk. And nothing Kai'Sa can do there in the tournament.
It's the reality. The first seeds have had to adapt. Speaking of adaptation, there's a lot of action going on.
3v1. Zeros going to find himself in a troublesome spot as Betty is swooping in perhaps for a bit of extra kill security, but he's not going to really need it. Zeros will dance his way out towards the turret, but eventually will get picked off as Maple got another solo kill on the Kai'Sa.
Just seems too easy from the side of Flash Wars getting kills across the map. The Rift Herald will draw members of Flash Wars to mid lane, but much later after the damage has already been done. This game is certainly tending towards Flash Wars as Maple is still on the charge. Ultimate may be down, but here comes the rest of the team.
Yep, flips over the top. Now going to look for Suhao. Continuing to do the damage, needs a little bit more. The ulti doesn't save him as Betty able to get the kill. And they're still going. Mugen in the Ragnarok. He's going to chunk down Null. It's a battle of his health pool versus yours, and I think Olaf's winning. Mugen, he's able to get the kill as Betty dives in under the turret and gets yet another kill for the Flash Wolves.
It's a delayed ace of 50.
Out of the way, Betty did pop the skull shield. But now that's actually a start here for Camille, potentially to go in for something. Suhao, though, not that tanky and just died.
Just donating over a kill. The mid lane turret will be the first for the side of the Flash Wolves. The game plan slowly coming apart at the seams as they try to find Zeros.
Yeah, Zeros does have his flash. Umbral dashes over the wall, flashes to the blast cone. Needs to auto it, can't quite find it. Instead, he's actually fighting out on top. Now has World under there, but Betty's collapsing. So Zeros cannot escape the situation. It is Betty at the end of it all.
Row, I believe, to the side of Flash Wolves. They will get the final of the outer ring of turrets down. But will it be too late?
They equalize the turrets almost, and they will actually take the gold lead.
All the way on that Scion. Freight member is in all the conga line ganks. CS lead for the side of PvP is okay, Maple.
That was the first clean knock up there as the Killer Instinct's going to move in onto the Akali. Swordart going to try and swoop in for the save. Maple's out with the perfect execution, but Swordart already dead. That's a counter kill though as Pallet does die on the front side. Betty able to get the kill now. Zeros forced to Umbral dash away. Maple not that healthy though as Big Koro is trying to fight off the Scion. Here's the Galio. Big Koro is going to live, but I think that's a kill as Hanabi gets the Decimator and is able to pick up the Kai'Sa. And now Noah going to try and fight it out, but it's 1v3 versus the 5-kill Sivir. And it's only counting as Betty gets yet another kill.
He's completely unchecked in this fight, and out of nowhere is 1 kill short of 8.
Oh goodness, Betty is going to get jumped on here. The Zeros are already pretty low. That's more than enough damage. A good shutdown there for Zeros. Picks up.
We have to rewind the tape really far to look back onto this moment. Maple does not go down as the taunt there was actually critical from Swordart. And as we watch the play here, notice that when Betty gets into the fight, purely able to choose targets wherever possible. Meanwhile, Big Koro from this point onwards can only hit Scion.
And it's not what you want to be hitting, as Akai said, still really needs to be building up those items.
And the team kites down, of course, after Kai'Sa had used everything in order to try to kill the Akali, so the advantage of Flame Horizon over the Scion. Here is Zeros against Maple. Maple's equal levels, he might just have the 1-for-1.
Yeah, Zeros no ulti, Maple no ult either, but Maple with a very clean shuriken flip setup.
The grouping does mean the Ocean Drake is a freebie, and this is actually the 3rd Drake of the game for Flashholes. The one objective that they
get it, but again, Flashholes being very diligent with their vision, with their setup. And actually going to go for a kill onto Pallet once again at the mercy of Betty, who picks up kill number 8. Yep, might as well force Zeros to move back with his team. Does have TP. Flashhole's probably trying to force it here, and they'll be pretty quickly doing damage to this inhibitor, just TPing with a death cap, I believe. Straight into the red buff. As you can see, PvP will turn for the fight. They're onto Hanabi. Gonna try and pick up the Scion. They're actually getting him pretty low. They should be able to get him here as Pallet does get out of the way, but Maple, he snuck all the way back around the other side, and he wants to assassinate someone. He's hanging out in the Shroud. He's trying to zone them off. Pallet looks for the play, but doesn't find it, and is now forced to flash away to safety. Maple just destroys the Gragas as he's dancing over walls, but Vombu Buffalo, they actually re-engage. They get the flash onto Swordart as they lock him into the Hextech ultimatum. They force the Baron and they win the team fight.
Something that hasn't been possible the entire game because of how they were so split. They're together and Maple can only get the support and get out. He's looking for an interrupt though. Betty's here as well.
Yeah, Betty can actually kill them all, I think, if he gets in there. The Baron over to PvP, but Maple, he's dancing in the Shroud. He's buying all this time, and Betty, he just needs to clean up. He does finally fall to Big Koro. That's not a kill. They're
using his shuriken there as, we're going to have to hold the point. There's another fight on Hanabi.
Team fight was too long. They're actually going to start yet another fight. They'll take him down, pick him off in the side lane. This win is very big for the Flash Wolves in more ways than one.
Front line with strong CC and a Kai'Sa who's on the cusp of 4 items and a death cap. Baron buff for 1 more minute. Look at this Baron buff. Or Zhonya's, depending on what you're feeling. In this case, probably going to be the Zhonya's most likely. As will the Camille actually get out here? Ooh. Axe misses.
Mugen had to get. Oh, guesses wrong. Everyone around the corner. Mugen finally found him. Suha now going to flip back over the top, but he's got no teammates at all. Just trying to buy some time. Do what he can. Flips back over the wall. Nope, can't do it. Mugen does pick 5 defense for Vombu Buffalo. Zeros finally recalling now, but they're going to lose this hit in him.
Cancel his back.
Zeros is staying.
He's going to end the game.
I mean, PvP have to try something. This inhibitor is dead. Flashholes will back away now, so the game won't end.
It actually ends up being pretty smart.
Wyatt Hanabi, though, is not going to be able to defend this. Who's up next? Looks like everyone's...
There's a lot of enemies coming.
Warden, Umbral dash back into the enemy base. The only way out is through hell and back here for Zeros. Going to keep fighting it out. He's going to try and get the chain onto Betty, but it doesn't quite finish off. The rest of his team's here, though. Maybe it's time to find a fight. Suha's respawned. Here's Scion charging in. Null is going to be tanking up Maple, but he runs away from his teammates. Now going to go back in onto the Camille. Zeros getting low. He's trying to fight Mugen, but Mugen's pretty low on the other side. Null and Suha trying to fight it out of there. PvP somehow finding their way back together, and there's the flash in. They're going to try and pick up a kill. They need to get Betty, but they don't quite have enough. The Sivir barely misses on the Camille, but Big Koro just can't do any damage right now. He's kiting. The whole team is kiting here for the Vombu Buffalo. As Null looking to try and outplay Mugen, but he's got too many enemies in the neighborhood. Really good stopwatch. The fight's still going on the backside as Hanabi is forced to flash out over to the red buff. Swordart over the other side, misses that taunt, puts up the red, pops the GA. Zeros so re-engages. I think PvP, they actually may have found the fight here. Big Koro with a clutch stasis as the rest of the team piles in, and that's going to be a wipe Flash Wolves lose almost everyone in the back end of the team fight as Maple now popped his own stopwatch. W is gonna land, Maple's gonna die. Fongfu Buffalo win and win hard in this exchange.
Zeros is just unkillable. This is the guy we heard about in the scrims, bossing around, coming into the fight. They don't have a minion wave. Can they end, though? The death timers are so long.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
And the W is massive. Speaking of engagements.
Dilgo and Sorta gonna be the target. There's the Galio ulti charging down! They take it down, insta 5v4 for the Fongfu. Not in time for this objective. What is the play here for Flash Wolves? They cannot get this Baron with a jungler nowhere near the objective. Muji gonna get tied up by Zeros, gonna be forced to burn the Ragnarok. Topside there, Hanabi dead. Big Korra on a rampage as PvP keep picking up kills.
This could just be the game on this first turret.
First turret is gonna die though here, but again the wave is building. It already took down a turret in top lane, but the inhib is dead. Fongfu Buffalo looking to crush some dreams here.
I know that they can do it. Because they don't have enough minions, they have to back away for a moment. Respawn on Hanabi's 20 seconds. Zeros continues to slam.
Fearless though. As the inhib goes down, Zeros zones him out of the way.
This is supposed to be the walkover. It's far from that as the Elder Drake.
Good by Elder Dragon. Now starting to charge in, but I think PvP to turn around for the team fight here. Zeros again, rampaging through the backline. Hanabi's dead already. There's the combo. Heroic entrance for the Galio, charging it all in, and Big Koro will not be stopped. Hanabi and Zombie Fog is gonna die as Nor buys time against Maple. The topside river.
Well, here's the base. You sure you can keep it up?
Let's find out here. Maple is just getting shredded down by the Windsor 4 and the Elder Dragon buff. Fongfu Buffalo, they want a second win here at World. They want the upset. Maple, he finds the outplay, but the next is exposed to Big Koro. He's just gonna rip it to shreds. The upset is there, and the Flash Wolves get destroyed. At the supportive mid laner, which they do lock in. I wonder if they can give one to Casio.
Very, very possible, right? A pick that's been seen on the wave clear and harass, and right now just doesn't have the total to pull it up.
Here's the setup. Perks is out of mana, so that's Kuro going to leave the lane. Tusa going to start the dive. Here's Galio ulting. Gunning going to try and make the play, but he's first blood for Spirit, and maybe make it second as Kuro does grab the second. Well, they're actually going to move 4 people down here to the spot tower. That TP is barely going to be
Considering his options.
Spirit ready, Tucson goes in, Galio going to charge it up, but Woodid's going to try and walk out of there. Kyanan is forced to flash away, and now Jankos may have caught one. Spirit is going to stay in the pit, but Keen's TP'd in with a Miasma as the stopwatch is really nice from Spirit, but it's not enough to save his life, and now Wonder, who TP'd into the front side of the fight, with cover getting low. Are they going to 50-50 for it? Don't think so. Perk's going to chase Kuro away. Spirit does actually get the Herald, but he needs to actually get the buff. Jankos is going to make him pay for it. They will look to pick him off. And able to grab Spirit there. Tucson actually picked up Jankos, though. And now King going to have to run out of there. G2 want to at least chase for a couple more kills as Wunda in the top side is going to try and make something happen, but Perks, it was him, excuse me. Yes, kind of the great equalizer here as far as getting those structures go. So Freaka Freaks will finally equalize the turrets, and they get the important one here in mid. It's a couple more as he reloads Whisper, but one more shot, and that's enough to take it down. G2 to retake the turret. If Freaka Freaks pick a bad team fight, they will lose rapidly as the Drake will go over to G2. Pick up their second of the game, but they will have to trade it for an objective in the top lane.
Looks like Spirit used just on the corner of the screen the cast to try to find a pick onto Perks. Didn't lead to anything. It ends up being a turret for Drake, just a farm leads. They're going to push up. Tucson's flash is down, and with the Miasma down, he can't actually Hex Flash over the wall. Definitely a nice thing to see. Not going to be enough to actually find the objective. Speaking of objectives,
does go down.
Run at the Baron again. Yep. They've got a lot of Baron down.
Wonder is going to force Tucson out of the way, but he does get the ward into the back line. Spirit is available to try and get a steal in here, but Wonder just Umbral dash back over. They're going to force it 50-50 here. Spirit is going to make it in, but Tom catch! He got the Baron. G2, can they get out safely? Tusa goes in, 3-man pole into the heroic entrance, but Wunda is fighting it out and just trying to take out Keen. Tusa
Kramer in the back
line. Perks, but Kramer is trying to rip everyone to pieces. Perks, though, is cutting it out. He's just so strong. He gets a double, but Jankos will die. Kyanan also dead. As a Freaka Freaks tried to dive in Perks, he needs to live, but Kuro clips it with a taunt. And a Freaka will get the ace.
They're able to get a lot of kills. They don't kill Wunda. Close to the ace.
Stay positive for now, and Wunda will be able to do a lot of work in a side lane.
500 gold represents a kill and some farm. No more than that for that big play, but now it's starting to actually become relevant. Nice use of the Abyssal Voyage. Tucson is spotted, so there's no big engage just yet.
Keen also backing up. G2 with that Baron up minion doing a significant chunk of damage to the top inhibitor turret. Perks also shoving into the mid lane, trying to get some more work done here.
Smart thing about this, Hero's entrance cooldown, as we noted, it's still going to be pretty long. I believe it was a level 15 cooldown when he used it, so still about 20 seconds away from availability. They used the Baron buff minions in mid lane after taking the top lane in a turret, so it will still be 2 turrets and still starting to be a reasonable Baron buff. Nothing more now with the Guardian Angel, his second item.
They win it.
Pushes up, they get the turret.
Yeah, that's actually nice. They crack it there, Hyonin with enough damage. And
It's actually defined, but what Afreeca doesn't know. Every time you see G2, someone like Wunder walk up, consider the game from Keen's perspective or whoever.
teams maybe play for a split here. Wunder with a flank. He is spotted by Kuro. He's going in the other side. He needs to pop his ulti. He's going to get CC for a long time. He's not going to get it. He actually dies before he can even pop World Ender. Hyonin moving forward is throwing shots into Toussaint, but he pops Unbreakable Will. And we'll be okay. Now, how did G2 get out of a 5v4?
They're on the wrong side of the map, but they're trying to exit as far. Afreeca are not going to walk into something like a Petrifying Gaze. They want to make the play here. They know they have 40 seconds to actually make something happen.
Still 4v5 at the Baron. If you stick around too long, Perkz and Hyonin can destroy you.
Kuro, they don't know there's a ward in there, Pastry Time.
You can see checking now with the shots from Hyonin. He's blind, but he's just trying to check and see what's going on. Sees a little bit of info there. Gonna get a bit extra now. Knows they're on Baron.
We've only found the ward at the end. Here we go, though. Baron at 7,000.
Perkz around the other side. No, he actually doesn't have any vision. They take a control ward down. Wadid again, he can't swap over to Smite. That's Baron over to Afreeca. And Kuro has found the flank as well. Yanko's going to be the target. Here comes Perkz. He stuns Spirit mid body slam. But Hyonin's trying to cut it out. Perkz, he flash easy, gets the kill, but Kramer is able to take down the marksman on the other side. Jankos is going to die to the last few bullets, and Perkz, he has to turn tail.
G2 were oh so good.
If the rest of his team wasn't already dead, now it's Afreeca's turn with Baron, as they knock down turrets and look to break the first inhibitor of this game.
Kramer walks up with double cannon minions and this Baron buff. Will he overstay? Abyssal Voyage is up. Not going to be used.
And Drake also over, if I heard that raw correct.
Piece together. That was just a reward of having to spend so much time hurting Perkz through. Mainline through mid. They know Galio's out of range.
That's going to actually force it back. He drops the body slam as well. My answer from Perkz is nice. Petrifying Gaze in, but Wunder already a little too low. Here comes Keen into the middle of the team fight with Id. Forced to get away. Wunder again finds a knock-up onto Kramer. He's going to get pulled back in the chases. Jankos, he wants to try and take him down. Damage is there, but Toussaint with a massive pole on the other side. He's going to keep the fight going in Afreeca's favor. Perkz, he's so low as Kramer surfs in at just the right time to deliver vengeance to the rest of G2. And Ulfram's Spirit will force Hyonin to get picked off as well. And Afreeca picked off maybe too many for G2 to do anything other than watch their Nexus crumble.
But G2 found all their advantages this tournament, being bold, looking for kills. They understood this game was slipping away from them. Wunder goes for the play. Spirit a hair's breadth away from dying. However, Afreeca Freaks, after starting 1 and 2, go 3 and 0. They guarantee themselves first seed out of the group. G2's not out, but Afreeca Freaks move past. Will not have to face RNG. Mordekaiser. I thought we were past the Mordekaiser meta, Vedius, but
so did I.
Heimerdinger brought him back. This is a hard lane to conceptualize when you just think about
PvD, bringing in their sub-jungler, finding the upset win against Flash Wolves and giving G2 this other opportunity. It would be Flash Wolves locking in that quarter.
Tank up top. Maple looking like a tasty target.
This is apparently the solution. You lance over me, we dive you under the tower. Well done to pop Jankos with the belly bump. Vanguard's edge,
push through the lane and trivialize Heimerdinger's impact. But as the game goes on, it's going to be trickier as top side.
1v1 here, starting off, TP in from G2, going to make it an unfair fight. Perkz does not want to get himself executed, but he's looking for the solo kill, able to grab it. Didn't even need the TP in his bot side. Still some action brewing. Mugen here, ready with the ult. G2 transferring some of that pressure that Perkz has generated here to the bottom side of the map. Wadid actually going to start the dive up, pops Unbreakable Will. Here comes the dive. Wunder down here as well, looking for Betty, who's going to flash away. Swordart taking a little too much damage, but Hanabi is here. Unfortunately for Betty, he is not, as Wunder does finish off that kill.
Bit of a cleanup crew here for G2. They can't get a second kill just yet.
Swordart in the rush, but they can't get him in time as he actually Abyssal Voyages out towards G2's turrets. Wadid wants it. Flash, auto blast cone. Swordart's booking it in towards the base as fast as his little legs will go.
Wadid has Bloodlust in his eyes. He's going after Swordart. He does have the boots of mobility. I don't know if he can catch up, though.
I don't think so. I think Swordart has successfully executed, indeed has done so. Wadid just
focus on the Rift Tower taking a turret. I want to see them find a way to get this Infernal Drake and get that first Ghost out of the Mordekaisers. Might be getting pincered here.
Fight brewing. Maple barely able to flash out of the body slam from Jankos, who did play defense, but the Drake will go down more than fast enough. As G2 do pick up their second Drake of the game and again deny it from the Mord.
And they're showing a lot of control, but mid.
Yep, looking for it here. Perkz does get the disarm. Vanguard's edge already there, and Wonder just there onlooking does get an assist, but Perkz basically did that. A franchise player, and right now he is playing like it. As G2 will actually get themselves the trade in turret this Hyun and puts the final candy cane on that one. If this holding pattern stays, G2 should be happy.
And see, Perkz once again looking for pressure.
DP's in, Abyssal Voyage. Perkz maybe a bit too far. Good flash over the wall. Jankos there, but here's Wonder to try and play cleanup on the other end of the fight. Wadid's come over as well. As the fight looking decent, Betty is going to get chained up, but does flush the wall to safety.
A bit of a messy fight there from Perkz as he initiates before his team is ready to follow up. Fortunately, Jankos' barrel could offer the disengage, but...
Buy 9 control wards and try to make the enemy come to you, because these scenarios don't seem to be suiting Flash.
Ult missed again. Perkz, though, he's getting chased down, but he's going to have to zip back to the wave, and he's out. Ooh, kind of. Mugen's here. Abyssal Voyage in. Perkz going to have to play some real theatrics to try and get out of this situation. Cannot do it, though. It's shut down by Mugen, but it's worth a mid-turret.
But they even bring in the...
Ward to the left of Baron, though, may give G2 the information they need to really put a stop to this play. Kyanan throwing in grenades. Here's Wadid in the mix of the fight. Kyanan just trying to poke them out of the way. And again, they're going to try and go for it here. Wadid a little too low, but they do get the pick on Hanabi. Maple trying to flank around, but now Kyanan's going to face tank for his jungler as Wunder with the World Ender still looking decent there. Oh, the knockup was almost there, but he didn't have the third. They will take down Maple. Now Wunder has to book it, but he's still safe for now. Mugen Flash Q will pick up the cap on that kill.
And Perkz just won't die. He's the biggest traitor to G2 as he's so close to killing Wadid. But G2, they actually stop the Baron. They find...
Controlled by G2. So Kyanan and Jankos take down the second Inferno for G2.
Continue stacking their advantages. As we'll watch this
anywhere on the map right now. And Wonder, he could be caught out.
Realm Warp, gonna look for him. World Ender pop, tries to get out of there, pops the chain, doesn't have flash. That's gonna be a kill. You have to think the Resurrect is there. Can he make it over the wall? He's not even gonna try as Maple.
Making another big mistake like we saw earlier in the day. And Flash Wolves, they want to try and capitalize on that as much as possible. As right now, they lose another turret.
There's your true zoning ult this time, Papa Smithy. They do get, they've started it, but again, they can very easily pull off and try and turn this around. Hanabi not gonna get some, but Soda is gonna be the target in the front line. The Tomcat is gonna get picked off here. Kyanan able to slay the first beast. And now Wunder looking for the knockup, doesn't quite grab Batty, but he will get him with a second. Still going, finds a chance, Vanguard then disarms 3, and Perkz, he's gonna dance around the backside of the fight as G2 look to really put the screws in this game. Hanabi is gonna disdain out, but that's 2 kills. So may just have to be Constellation Drake instead as Maple just TP's down to try and pressure this turret and meet his team up for the objective.
And this is very, very little reward, but all they can do is take a Mountain Drake and reevaluate the game state as Flash Wolves. Feels like the early game Drakes of Mordekaiser is definitely Baron buff. He walks up, does 10 damage to the minions, and he's like, well, sorry guys, I tried.
Well, G2 now, they're pushing on all 3 lanes. Flash Wolves.
Flash Wolves are at least what is of it with rockets, and that turret's gonna fall down, and G2 move in.
And this must mean so much to G2 as Perkz now trying to get collapsed onto 2 members.
And he's just gonna style his way out of this play. Perkz does pop it. Actually, he moves through the Urgot ulti. Can't make his way back in, but Wonder's gonna try and finish off the kill. Perkz still playing around Hanabi. He's dancing through this Urgot. He's actually still living. He's trying to find the biggest 1v1. He will fall, but the rest of his team is playing cleanup with aplomb.
And G2, they find a big fight. Both Betty and Maple are down. The Nexus towers are in their eyes. They still have the Baron buff. They are so close to making their first ever quarterfinal.
Indeed, under the turret is going to initiate onto Soda. That's a kill. They're going to take the Nexus turret down. They grab the right-hand side. The stopwatch prop for Wonder is going to try and buy just a bit more time. Kyanan Timer is doing what he can.
Just hit the Nexus,
everything
boys.
out. Hanabi pops the stone plate. G2, they're going to get another kill here as the Urgot cannot defend. And G2 on the precipice of pushing to their first quarterfinals. They put the last finishing touches on the Nexus and push themselves into the top 8.
The game. We have Afreeca Freecs Tucson, G2 Perkz, Flash Wolves Sword Art, Afreeca's Spirit, Fong Vu Buffalo's Big Koro, Afreeca's Kuro, and joining them is Yarnin from the Tiebreaker.
Good job not getting tripped up by the Koro Kuro.
Yeah, you know, I do all right sometimes with the prompter reads.
Yeah, and the final game, as you mentioned, Yarnin, because of the Heimerdinger, really, there is no way that Flash Wolves didn't think the Mordekaiser Tahm Kench would smash that lane. So the fact that, once again, he just proved everyone else's Heimerdinger is inferior. Because they probably either played it or scrimmed it or theory crafted it, and everyone thinks that they can take down G2 with Heimerdinger, and nobody can.
G2 rather securing second after their tiebreaker match. With that, though, we say goodbye to the teams that are eliminated in Flash Wolves and Fengvu Buffalo.
Oh my goodness. My heart does break for Flash Wolves as well, not making it out of quarterfinals since 2015. Having it seemingly in the bag, then losing to Fengvu Buffalo and G2, it was a collapse for this team that came out so hot to the tournament.
For their shot at the knockouts, and if we look at the current standings, KT going into the day on top at 3-0. EDG sits at 2-1 with Team Liquid and Mad Team just behind them. Now, those teams will aim to lock a spot in the quarters, starting with our first game tomorrow, where Team Liquid have the tough task of facing KT Ulster in Game 1. Then Mad Team and EDG square off in Game 2. Gentlemen, looking at that schedule, what are your preliminary thoughts?
Come on, man. Against KT.
We got to start
the first game of the day of Freak of Freaks 1-2 after the first round robin. The Flash Wolves 2-1. Kramer grabbing the kill onto him as now the Cho'Gath likely going to be killed here next. Maple goes stasis too, but it's already a double kill over the Freak of Freaks AD carry. Ladies and gentlemen, there go the kills we're talking about.
Sir, JC's here.
No flash there, no flash there!
I Copy
yeah, here? Yeah, I don't have it. I can block.
Luka could be huge. Kill onto Nolan, getting himself away.
Sometimes it's just about having the best player on the Rift. This was Perkz just being the best player in this game by far. This is the best Akali performance we've ever seen.
Pallet's the target next. Perkz wants to find him. When Diz got the credit, Zeros can't stand any longer, and Perkz goes unstoppable.
Hey, this cable is stable.
Yeah,
it's like
we're gonna tape that shit.
Okay. Tape that shit. Like tape that shit. Like this or something. Just gotta tape that shit. Make my cable stable. Tape that shit. Yeah. Make my cable stable. Take that shit. Let's tape that shit. Let's tape that shit.
Goes into the station to buy some time. They want to. He gets it! Jankos gets the Baron! And G2 moving, mopping, bucket at the ready. Perkz goes into the ultimate, trying to keep himself alive. He's gonna go down to Benny. Flash Wolves are winning the fight. Flash Wolves are wiping G2. Flash Wolves are gonna take this game.
Someone, I think he's gonna make it out safely right now. But gets taunted as Kramer takes out Zeros, who dove in valiantly to try and finish off the game. But Big Koro is dead to Kuro. Kuro's gonna get the next claw. Houston gonna force another flash as a Freak of Freaks takedown, yet another Nexus. So moves themselves to 3-2, still in control of their own destiny, Papa. Maple trying to make the play. And so execution number 2 up and ready to go. Flash, execute, gets it. Play with the next is exposed to Big Car. He's just gonna rip it to shreds. The upset is there. He's got the Perkz, but Kramer is trying to rip everyone to pieces. Perkz though is cutting it out. Perkz, he's so low as Kramer surfs in at just the right time.
Freak of Freaks, after starting 1-2, go 3-0. They guarantee themselves first seed.
He's going to be the target in the front line. The Tomcat is going to get picked off here. Gjarnan able to slay the first beast. He pops the stone plate. G2, they're going to get another kill here as the Urgot cannot defend. And G2 on the precipice of pushing to their first quarterfinals.
Make my cable stable. Take that shit. Let's tape that shit. Let's tape that shit.